Do 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 do. Putting down some tokens cause I wasn't ready. Do do. All that are participating to roll me a D4. Don't roll a 1.
I will say,
Clatter
you
will
guys
immediately.
should not be doing this.
Too bad.
I kind of will literally not let anyone do this because I'll say I'm the only one who can handle a fall of this height, buddy. My brothers are not equipped for this. So
You guys are 40 feet high.
you need a test dummy?
Clatter,
I'm your man. We could go even higher if you want.
Clatter will immediately look at his bird and go, if that fucking thing does not open, you catch him.
No, you have to let me drop. We're experimenting. That's how it works. Okay. I'm just like halfway on with the whatever it is. What does it look like on me?
It kind of looks like a parachute, except the backpack, there's just a feather. Like, there's like a small bit of material, and then the thread is attached to the feather, which is attached to a cord that you're supposed to pull, and there's like a couple like itty-bitty like wires, and on the like the wires are like bent into like runes, kinda.
Can I roll an Arcana check, please?
Yeah.
Oh dear God, this sounds horrible.
I will take Arcana or crafting.
I want to tell them, now listen, buddy. Like, I saw how much the offer was. I think there was an offering. And then I'm gonna tell them, now, I'm putting myself in a great risk here. But also, you found your perfect test subject. So here, grab onto this spool. It's about 50 feet. And then when you're done here, so we can just do it again, we'll reset a little faster than, going up the stairs like you made us do, like a freaking tall person. And then I give him the 50 feet of fishing line.
All right. So you're basically tying yourself to the fishing line. So if that doesn't work, you'll get caught.
No. The fishing line is just hanging by the side so that when we're done, I put my foot there, he pulls me up, we get to reset and do it again just in case.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just trying
gotcha.
once
So
isn't sure. You got to check a parachute multiple
you said you're not going to let Morris try?
Morris can do what he wishes, but again, it is a massive drop.
That is true. As I said, whoever is going to put on one of those feather follow shoots, Morris, you re-rolled me your one.
No. I jump in after him. I jump out after him. Like a movie. I try to take the fall for him. I go for him.
Clatter, once again, your bird does not have flight.
Yeah.
So your bird will just jump and not
fall. It'll glide.
And not have the option of a feather fall or shoot unless you put it on.
Clatter's just going to kind of stand there and look at his bird and go, why? Why are my brothers such idiots? And just kind of watch them jump.
I'm built for this, man.
10 feet. So if it's 40 feet.
You said what I have to roll a d4, right?
Yes.
That's a 1 again.
Oh dear Jesus.
All right, so I'm gonna roll 3d6. Both of you are taking
40 fucking
15 damage.
Okay, now excuse me.
Because both of you jump and you go to pull the cord and you feel it want to work, but then the feather doesn't. There's just too much happening. The feather is flown away as it detaches from the cord, and the feather will feather fall, whether it's the magic or just because it's a feather, but it'll be fine. You, however, you both are left to your own devices to land.
So, I'm really upset that I didn't tie myself to that line now. But also, when you fall, reduce the falling damage you take as though you had fallen half the distance. Is what I have as a heritage.
Half the distance, so in 30 feet, it's 15 feet, so you will have... I'll just roll a separate dice for you. You'll take 1 fall damage.
Ow. Oh, that hurt. Oh, no! I scream.
Oh, no!
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. A lot of ones.
Oh, no!
It's a lot of ones, guys.
So, question for you, DM.
Oh, shit. That is 3 ones in a row. Yeah.
So, with my prestidigitation, I technically could make a temporary object. Could I have potentially, like, prestidigitation something for Morris to land on?
That
To
far
soften
away?
his blow? Because it is a fragile object just to, like, cushion his blow?
You put a pane of glass before he falls into the ground.
It's made of magical material.
I just imagined a fragile object, sorry.
Gonna make like a pillow for him to fall on?
Yeah,
Oh,
kind of.
pillow. That's a better fragile object. Glass.
10-foot range.
Oh no.
Oh, it does. Yeah, he's falling out of your spell range.
Shit.
Well, with that one anyway. Yeah, yikes.
Sorry, Morris, I tried. I don't have any other spells to help you.
I dust myself off and say, well, that wasn't too bad. And I get on the fishing line, and then I'm like, wait, whoa. Morris, you really took a beating there. You all right?
Say it again, baby.
I am not okay.
Oh gosh. I hold you just like any action hero would hold like their best friend, and rain is falling down. They just took like a wounding shot to the gut and stuff. And I say, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Just never try that again.
I'm gonna hold up my one bloody hand from the painting, and I'm gonna go, oh god, no.
Oh,
Oh god.
oh wait, are we still painted on? And I look at the blue mark on the floor.
Yeah. Some of the paint has come off from the impacts.
Yeah, but there's at least the border of it.
Yeah,
of the dried paint. Yeah. Drying paint part.
Clatter, you watch both of your brothers plummet. One of them kind of like lands on his feet and kind of like vibrates a little, like, ow, I'm okay. Whereas the other one hits the ground so hard he kind of bounces a little and just kind of lays there for a second. You see Gilgamesh go and kind of cradle him.
I am genuinely
Potter just
okay.
kind of looks over the edge, looking down at them, and goes, "You are all right."
We're good. I grab the fishing line and I say, hey Morris, just stay down here. You know, you're my backup on the down here, and then Clatter could be my backup up there, you know, just in case weird shit. And then I tug for the guy to bring me back up, and we run it again.
You run it again.
We run it again. I give him notes. I'll say it didn't pull right at the moment that I hit terminal velocity. I felt the jump of the device, but there was nothing restraining me from going to the floor. It felt like I actually went faster. So you might want to look into doing something about that one. Do you have any other ones of these things?
He nods and he says, I have one more if you'd like to try. And he pulls out 3 bags, each holding 25 silver pieces, and kind of looks to Morris crawling slowly towards a tree. And he's like, I'll hang on to this one and I'll give it to him in a minute. But here's this one for you.
No. You have to give it to my manager. I don't touch any money. And I point to Clatter. And then
Clatter just
jump
holds
off.
his hand out like, "All right." Before he jumps,
He didn't give you this. You took the second parachute, right?
Of course, I earned the second parachute. I'm not just gonna jump off for fun. Getting paid for this. I put it on and then jump off.
oh dear Jesus.
Clatter, you have he'll just hand you Morris's bag as well, so you have 50 silver, and go ahead and roll me that D4, Gil, as you make another jump off of this
Hey,
building.
not a one.
Fabulous. As you pull it, you kind of close your eyes for a second because this is the part where all hope was lost last time, but then you are jerked and kind of slowly stopped in the air. Well, not slowly, you were suddenly stopped in the air as you start to drift similarly to that of a feather, kind of a little bit to one side, a little bit to the other, and you hear that man cheer. Yes, yes, one of them worked. Thank God.
I say, thank you, Rumble Dazzle. Woo, thank you. You just gotta gamble a little bit. She got your back.
But you can go ahead and add another
Pulls the broken
25.
healing potion out of his back. You better not.
I rolled a 1. And then I rolled a 1 for my athletics check. So I figured I'd land it on my healing potion.
We don't burn your healing potion because you're that one.
I love it. Take it.
No.
You down a healing potion because that's what he landed on.
Does it like did it heal him because of his wounds being soaked up?
You know what? I'll roll that D8. It touched him.
I hate it.
You get 1 hit point.
Of course.
Par for the course.
1-1-2-1-1-1-2-1.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
All right.
Stupid. Do you guys want to take another 10 minute break before
Sure.
we continue?
I want to yell at the guy and say, I technically tested it 3 times.
I mean, you tested it twice and Morris tested it once. So Clatter was handed another bag of 25 silver. So
Also, everyone,
he has
we got
3.
all of them. Gotcha.
Yeah, you tested 3. So
Gotcha.
it was like you get paid per test. So
Cool.
you
I
have
was just
50
making
silver.
sure.
Morris made 25 altogether, 75 silver pieces. And as he thanks you, he does tell you that he has one more item that he would like to test out
Sure.
if you guys are wanting to.
We can do that after the 10 minutes.
After the 10 minutes.
You wish.
Cool. That's what we'll pick up. See you in a minute.
All right.
Jesus, Kevin.
Hey, man, I think she did light up.
I've returned.
Hello.
Hello, Abraxis will be right back.
It's fine. I was just saying to myself right quick, I think she did lie to us about the bias a little bit. Just a little bit.
About the dice?
About the bias.
Bias? Oh, that lady? Yeah, she didn't really want to say that he's actually not a part of her old adventuring group and that she just completely made up a husband.
I mean, heart knows what it wants, and you know.
I posted more under resources.
More resources.
What is so? Question for you people.
Whoa.
What is the flyer ability?
The flyer ability?
Yeah, it says that if you choose, I was reading a thing for familiars trying to understand them a little bit better. It says, based off your familiar, if you choose animals that can run fast, jump high, swim, or have flight, you must choose their ability of either flight, sight, swim speed, or whatever attributes the animal has. This does not correlate to your... They misspelled that word. To your god or your deity. This is an ability that you choose when you have your familiar, whether it is automatically given flight or the ability of speech. If you choose a raven...
Are you reading something from the computer? Can you copy and paste it?
I am. That's why I was asking, because I was confused on familiars a little bit. So I just wanted to see what they were...
Yeah.
we're talking about.
While I'm... Can I see this? I'm going to look at familiars real fast. I have a book in front of me.
I don't know why that didn't copy everything, but that didn't.
Oh shit. Okay, so familiars are... Let's learn together, shall we? Familiars are mystically bonded creatures tied to your magic. Most familiars were originally animals, though the ritual of becoming a familiar makes them something more. You choose a tiny animal as your familiar, such as a bat, cat, raven, or snake. You've chosen ravens. Some familiars are different, blah, 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 blah. They have the minion trait, so I have to see page 634 in a minute. So during an encounter, they gain 2 actions in a round if you spend an action to command them. So you can theoretically cast a spell, not move, and command them. And they have 2 actions which they can use to cast a spell or move.
That's crazy.
So I had that wrong. I am terribly sorry. You see, this is why we're all level 1. We're learning.
That's okay. I just wanted to learn more about them.
We played this. Hit points, your familiar has 5 hit points for each of your levels. So it has 5 hit points right now.
It's a tank.
It has low light vision and can gain senses from familiar abilities. It can communicate movement. It has 25 feet of speed and 25 swim speed. There are master abilities, amphibious burrow, climber. Yeah, this is good. Minion. Thank you. Minions are creatures that directly serve another creature. A creature with this trait can only use 2 actions per turn and can't use reactions. Your minion acts on your turn in combat once per turn, when you spend an action to issue its command. For an animal companion, you command an animal. For a minion, that's a spell or a magic item. Like a summoned minion, you sustain a spell or sustain an activation. If not otherwise specified, you issue a verbal command as a single action with the auditory and concentration traits. If given no commands, minions use no actions except to defend themselves or try to escape obvious harm. If left unattended for long enough, typically 1 minute, mindless minions usually don't act. Animals follow their instincts, and sapient minions act how they please. So, let's see.
That's why I was confused a little bit.
Familiar abilities. Amphibious ones can swim. Burrowers have a burrow speed of 5 feet, allowing to dig tiny holes. Climber has a 25 climb speed. Damage avoidance. Choose one type of save. It takes no damage when it rolls success on that type of save. This doesn't prevent effects from other damage. Dark vision. It takes dark vision. Fast movement. Each day, you channel your magic into 2 abilities, which can either be familiar or master abilities. If your familiar is an animal that naturally... Babe, can you take a picture of this and post it, and I'll send this to him? This whole page. Yes, please.
Because that's the thing I wasn't like when I was reading this.
So basically,
I
you're
didn't
gonna be-
understand how the abilities work.
Yeah, so basically you're gonna daily, you can pick out 2. So when you pick out your spell slots, this is when I would recommend you do this. He's gonna send me that picture, I'm gonna send it to you. So every day when you pick out your spells, choose 2 abilities for your familiar. Your familiar is a burden to select flyer. So yeah, oh my god, so they could have flown this whole time. I'm such a piece of shit. Okay. I am a huge asshole.
Oh no, you're good. I was trying to get more familiar with the like what they can do.
This is actually a pretty easy list. All right, so
That's why I was asking like how like what does it mean by like the flyer ability? Because I didn't choose any abilities for my Raven. I didn't know that was the thing.
fair. I wasn't 100% sure on it either. But I'm gonna post this in resources as well. It is. I wonder if I can save it till take a look. So if you save it in your computer, you should be able to turn it. But there's no more abilities on the next page. So each day you channel your magic into 2 abilities. So the master ability is cantrip. Ooh, extra regents. Oh, nice. Terribly sorry. Well, for conversation's sake, we're definitely going to say that one of the abilities you chose was to do some spell casting.
Oh yeah, like I want him to be able to cast spells.
And we can take a look and because this day is almost over, so the next day you're going to be able to pick 2 more abilities. So I'm just trying to think of one that would suit for now so that I don't feel like such a huge asshole for making you not pick flying.
Oh, you're good.
What about Kim's? Well, no, that's not to you. It can understand the speak of animals. That's different. We could pick speech, and it just doesn't talk to anybody out loud but you.
Doesn't it do that anyway?
No. It's a poppet, so technically, yeah, but I'm making it a familiar, which makes it an animal. It's a animal first, poppet for flavor, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Okay. So like this thing, it says natural abilities, the bird's natural ability, like flight for a bird, don't automatically grant you more familiar abilities. You must select from the list.
Right.
So in essence, does that mean that it flight doesn't count for its ability?
I think so. Hold on 1 second. So he said flight's an ability. Okay, so he can only pick 2 abilities. So theoretically, sometimes his bird just doesn't fly.
Well, yeah.
I think so. They kind of throw their hands in the air and says, our best customers, welcome back. Because you were gone so long, you were gone more than an hour. They have made a tiny door. There is a new tiny door when you arrive.
So
they have, like I said, it was kind of made for by medium creatures, and this is one of the establishments that kind of had a doorknob for small creatures, and they have added in a tinier door. And not only that, there is a tiny staircase that kind of leads up to the desk as well as tiny ladders so you guys can also peruse their fishing goods.
Very cool.
Should you
I
choose.
utilize it, but I take a second to just, take it in, as I just previously attacked the furniture here with a makeshift grappling hook.
And Clatter will kind of look at the guy that has brought us back here and go, that hat that I put on, it was nice and all, but my legs are still numb.
So are mine.
I can't move me fucking toes.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. This one guy, he couldn't move his arms. This one guy couldn't talk too good. Kind of started drooling. Felt bad.
You should probably get that fixed.
Yeah, haven't quite figured out all the tweaks yet, but these notes are very handy. I learned from them. You gotta figure out what's wrong. Before you can. I'm sure by next time you guys come around, I'll have something better.
Right. Okay.
Of course, you
Clatter
interested in
going
anything in
to
here?
crawl to Hilbert.
Is there anything that's gonna make me not be hurt?
No, I think only about 30 days of rest could do that for you, I think.
Okay, well, good night then.
They look.
I have
and
a
they-
healing potion.
Well, that's for like if one of us are in danger, like out of commission, But I mean,
Alright.
use it at your will or whim.
Gilgamesh, you were handed a tiny parcel that has actually been quite decoratively wrapped for its size.
Oh, sweet. I don't even want to open it. So beautiful.
They
I
said,
tear it.
please do. You tear it.
I tear through like a crazy rabid monster.
They kind of bounce on the balls of their feet in excitement as you unveil your grappling gun and grappling hook.
Whoa.
And what is
What is this?
50 feet to you of rope that you can add to your inventory now.
Wait, how much rope?
50 feet.
Okay, 50.
Um,
Oh man. And I say, can I test it out somewhere?
They nod.
Yeah. You got a place, or is here good?
And he says, well, whatever you break, you buy. But you can try outside.
All right, outside. That thing sounds more free. I run outside.
It sounds more free.
And then I test it out. I'll start with the grappling hook. I'll see if I can swing. And I'm actually gonna jump out of this area, like just jump off the banister and try to get like an action move grab with the grapple to test his stress,
Oh, okay. So under equipment, here, we're gonna learn this together. Pull up your character sheet. I'm gonna delete this. What is this new equipment? There's new equipment and then grappling hook gun.
New equipment, I just didn't do anything. Because
Okay.
I'm stupid and don't know.
That's okay. That's okay. So what we're gonna do under equipment, you're gonna click that magnifying glass. Oh, wait. It's gonna pull up a menu, but it doesn't give you a lot of room to drag and pull. So what you're gonna do is exit that menu if you already clicked it, but drag your character sheet to the right.
Okay, yeah, it is.
And then under equipment, click that magnifying glass, and then that'll give you a new menu. And just leave it under equipment in the little inventory types on the left side. And then in that top box, start writing grappling. I want you to add the grappling hook. You're going to click it and drag it to the equipment tab, and it'll add it, and the grappling hook.
And wait,
Also,
the
I don't-
grappling hook and which one? And the grappling
And
gun.
the grappling hook gun, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if April brought it up or not, but if you push F11, it will full screen the VTT, and it'll give you more room to work your character sheets and stuff.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
enough.
the thing of it is that
screen
you only
here.
have like this much room, and then it puts the menu right on top. So you kind of have to move your character sheet over, and then move that drop menu.
Oh, I got space. Don't worry. I see it all. What else? Oh, so I have all three. I have rope that someone added, which is great. I'll take. And then, is there any more to do?
Nope. I think that's all you got, right? Was the grappling hook and the
Yeah.
gun and the rope?
There was the other thing. Oh no! He didn't make that. All right, great. Yeah. Nice. So I will test it out. How do I test it out?
I clicked on it. You can throw a grappling hook with the rope. Try to find easier. You can bring it and make an attack roll with it. Whoa! It actually falls when you're partway up.
What?
Okay, so you can throw a grappling hook with a rope tied to it to make a climb easier. To anchor a grappling hook, make an attack roll with the secret trait against the DC depending on the target, typically at least DC 20. On a success, your hook has a firm hold, but on a critical failure, the hook seems like it will hold, but it actually falls when you're partway up.
Guys, we're good. Guys, we're not good. That is funny.
Oh, 100 feet. Okay, so actually, whatever the rope says, it's actually 100 feet. It's so instead of 50 feet, it'll be 100 feet. So that the grappling gun works. So this wooden pistol-like device features a large reel coiled with 100 feet of thin metal cord that can fire a grappling hook up to 100 feet. To reload the grappling gun, you must manually recoil the cord by turning the wheels. Clank, and then lock the grappling hook. Reloading the grappling gun takes 1 minute. Whew, all right. All right, so basically you would make an attack roll with it.
How does one make an attack roll with that?
I'm not sure.
I think I know how.
Athletics or acrobatics probably is what I would have you roll, right?
Are you using the grappling gun?
Yeah.
So,
We have a book. We're looking it up. We're learning today.
Always good to
Clatter.
learn. Yeah.
I love how intensive Pathfinder is. Oh my god. I feel like it's D&D but without the training wheels. And instead of going from like a game with training wheels to like bike, you're going from a bike with training wheels straight to you've got a DMX, you got to know how to do tricks or you're gonna die.
Fuck it up, you're screwed. All the now ones we've been rolling, that's dangerous too.
Yeah, especially with how intensive healing is. Also, I was gonna say this at the end of session, but that house rule I have. Let me look at it. Did I put it under resources? Yes. That you can regain all of your hit points if you spend 24 hours resting. It doesn't include broken bones, diseases, poisons, or anything you couldn't sleep off.
Any broken bones on Morris?
Any bones?
He is a plushie, so he technically doesn't have bones, but I am going to have him
You
roll.
landed and all we hear was just a squeak.
You know what? I'm going to roll a d12. If I roll a 12,
I shouldn't have brought it
then
up.
I will have him break a bone of his choosing.
He does have bones though.
I know what I said. Yeah, he's fine.
He landed with a squeak.
Yo, I'm telling you, it was like...
It squeaked when he hit the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead.
In my head, it's fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
Like what I picture is as Morris is falling, you know those tubes that you can turn and it goes wah, wah. That's literally the noise I envisioned as he was falling.
No, mine was Scooter. It was just like softer and more like sadder. It was just beep.
Oh no, that was the noise I heard when he fell.
Oh, nice.
Was this homebrew healing rule I have, where you can regain all your hit points in 24 hours resting, is going to go away once you reach level 5.
Uh-oh.
Makes sense. We could heal better by then.
Enjoy it while it's there. But with that, Clatter, sorry, you were hanging out with Homie. Did you go get your stuff from the front, from the gnomes?
Yeah, he's sitting on the back of his bird. His leg's still numb.
Okay, so...
He's kind of like poking his toes.
Second verse, same as the first. Under equipment and that little bar, click the magnifying glass. It'll pull up another drop menu, and in the search bar at the top left of that drop menu, you're gonna click, or you're gonna type writing set, and you can go ahead and add that writing set to click and drag that to your inventory.
The first one or the second one?
We'll say both of them. Okay, so it would be +3.
Because the official ruling basically is
Oh,
grappling hooks and grappling guns fall into the same category as the
bonus, and I would say
like alchemical bombs and alchemical grenade launcher. So they run the system the same way.
It would be your dexterity bonus, which is 0 right now. Then your proficiency bonus, I would say athletics would be which is a +7. So you would be rolling +1 with your DC. Then you will use your weapon. And now, when your dexterity modifier goes out, that is taken into account. I guess we could do strength instead of doing yeah, we'll do strength instead. So it'd be 9 + 4. So you would roll a D. When you go to use your grappling gun, roll a D20 + 13.
God damn. +13?
Yes, sir. When you go to use it.
Okay.
If there's not a button there, if we're just gonna use the dice calculator.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. Oh, that's not one.
It feels like it's locked into place.
Yeah.
How high? What are you aiming for?
I'll just grab like top of the building, some whatever.
You
Any
don't take
like a
damage,
tree.
right?
I don't know the most
Yeah.
accessible point. That's like I'll jump from
Yeah.
here. I don't know what I see.
I mean, if you jump from here and you aim for there, that's still. I'm gonna say that's still not really like high enough for you to take damage.
Is this 100 feet?
Yeah, I'll say that's 100 feet. But
Alright,
that first one doesn't work. Go ahead and roll me again.
Okay. Another D20 with 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you you said this is 100 feet, you were aiming for somewhere closer, I was assuming. But if you're doing a second, if you want this to be your first shot, we can do a 100-foot drop.
No, I don't want a 100-foot drop.
Okay. All right. Then this will be a second
Sure.
thing. You take a whole minute though to reload it.
That will take the whole minute. I would have done something like close enough to test it out and take the fumble, however. But the question is, do I feel motivated to try again?
That is up to you. You know that when you shot it into the trees, it felt like it was gonna hold you, and then like you start going up the rope, and the branches are covered in snow, and it just slides off, and like you're kind of your butt is like sticking out of like a tiny snow pile.
Okay, I will try again
You-
somewhere
You say
up
that
here.
again.
Yeah.
What you were telling me about the grappling hook gun.
Also, for the grappling gun, the benefit to having that, besides the fact that it will technically shoot a grappling hook farther than you could throw it with your strength, is it gives you an automatic 100-foot climb speed, but you have to spend 3 actions.
Whoa, that's crazy.
So instead of you having to make athletics checks to then climb the rope after you use the grappling gun, essentially, I think you can just... And a lot of the DMs, depending on the situation, like the distance and that kind of stuff, will have a character make an athletics check or a strength check to see if they can hold on to it. But most of the time, it's just an automatic success, 100-foot climb speed, but you have to spend all 3 of your actions, so you can't necessarily like defend yourself or anything while that's happening. But you get all the way up the wall or whatever in like 9 seconds instead of just having to climb like everybody else. Yeah.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
It's pretty sweet.
I will do it. 100 feet.
Give me that roll.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be
What's
fine.
the chances that another nat one happens?
That one works perfectly.
Great. Yeah. Oh man, I'm scared. I've never
A
been
part of
this-
me wants to have you roll to see if something falls out of your pocket or if something breaks because you critically failed.
I mean, yeah, they could just be hanging around here. My brothers could probably spot it later.
Roll me a d4. I'm looking at some items.
Oh no, don't look at them. Please.
Roll me perception, Morris and Clatter, as you watch your brother Spider-Man around the snowside town.
Slumped face first over Tammy. I'm not really looking at anything being heard.
That's fair, and that's okay because Clatter, you notice that your brother dropped 1 gold piece.
Clatter would, on the back of his bird, kind of walk over, look up at Gilgamesh, and go, "Hey, you dropped a fucking gold piece."
I just see waving little doll, and I'm like, all right, cool.
You're like, yeah, I made it.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yep, I'm waving back. I'll take the sights. I'll try to see if I could spot something that no one else could spot here. And then I try to listen out to see if there's like weird stuff happening up in this building. While I spool my grappling hook again.
All right. He's spending a minute doing that. What are you two doing?
Would I know, now that I have this writing set, would it work to make like a spell book? Like, could I use it as a spell book?
Not really. It's just regular looking items. Nothing about it is magical. It's just made to fit your size.
Jet, roll down. And Clatter will kind of look at Morris and go, "You're all right. You look a little fucked up."
Me, I am fucked up.
And Clatter will give him the healing potion that he has. It's like, "Yeah, figure it might help you."
Oh, thanks.
I don't know if it'll help him or not, but he handed over to him.
So that will give you, 3 more hit points.
And with that, I've got to go pick up a buddy whose truck broke down.
Well, that's a good place to call it. We will pause it there. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
I had a blast.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Ran through all my goals.
Well,
All of it went into
outside-
Morris.
there are still more jobs to be done. You guys don't need to sleep, but I might recommend it to, maybe regain some health.
For one of us or two. I definitely would like a nap eventually.
Yeah.
Clatter is definitely going to sleep. Especially since he's below half his hit points.
You got hurt, huh? Everyone got hurt, huh?
You guys are gonna come back looking roughed up, and the nurse is gonna be like, "I said, stay safe. What the fuck? You're alone for a couple hours."
You went in a
I tried to tell him, Mom. They weren't listening.
Putting down some tokens 'cause I wasn't ready.